Morning students. Today we have to continue the continuity of the function. I think you have two types of problems. The first one, that is if fx is equal to 1 minus cos x upon x square when x is not equal to 0 and 1 by 2 when x is equal to 0, and now discuss this function is continuous at x is equal to 0. And the second type of problem is like this: if fx is equal to x square by 2, 0 is less than equal to x is less than equal to 1, and 2x square minus 3x plus 3 by 2 when x is greater than 1, and discuss the continuity at x is equal to 1. Two types of problems. In the first case, when x is not equal to 0, and in the second case, when the function is defined in the terms of intervals less than or greater than, and so on. As you see, when this limit, when x is not equal to 0, you have to simple consider the limit. Limit x tends to 0 fx, that is equal to limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x upon x square. As you have done earlier, 1 minus cos x, you have to rationalize this. 1 minus cos x upon x square into 1 plus cos x upon 1 plus cos x, either rationalize or substituting the formula 1 minus cos x is equal to 2 sin square x by 2. And now we have to rationalize this, and limit x tends to 0, multiply this 1 minus cos square x upon x into 1 plus cos x. 1 minus cos square x, that is equal to sin square x upon x square into 1 plus cos x, and then take the limits. Limit x tends to 0 sin x by x whole square into 1 by limit x tends to 0 1 plus cos x. That means you will get 1 square into 1 upon 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1 by 2. It means the limit of the function is equal to 1 by 2. And now you have to find the value of the function, that means f0. At f0, when x is 0, the value of the function is 1 by 2. It means f0 is equal to 1 by 2. It means limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to f0. It means f is continuous. Is it clear? And now see the second one. In the second one, we have fx is equal to x square by 2 between 0 and 1 closed interval, and 2x square minus 3x plus 3 by 2 when x is greater than 1. We have to check at x is equal to 1. Because the function is divided into partitions, and here we have to require to find the left hand limit and the right hand limit. For the left hand limit, you have limit x tends to 1 negative fx. For limit x tends to 1 negative, you have to put limit h tends to 0 f of 1 minus h. Because for left hand limit, we have to put x is equal to 1 minus h. And as x tends to 1, h tends to 0. And therefore, here the function is x square by 2, and therefore it becomes limit h tends to 0 1 minus h whole square by 2. And now substitute h is 0, it becomes 1 by 2. Is it clear? And now we have a right hand limit. For right hand limit, limit x tends to 1 positive fx is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 1 plus h. And now what will be the substitution here? We have to substitute for right hand limit x is equal to 1 plus h. Put x is equal to 1 plus h. As x tends to 1 positive, h tends to 0, and therefore it becomes limit h tends to 0 f of 1 plus h. F of 1 plus h, we have to substitute this value 1 plus h. In the case when x is greater than 1, the case is 2x square minus 3x plus 3 by 2. Substitute here 2 into 1 plus h whole square minus 3 into 1 plus h plus 3 by 2. And now substitute h is 0. It becomes 2 into 1 plus 0 whole square minus 3 into 1 plus 0 plus 3 by 2. It becomes 2 minus 3 by minus plus 3 by 2 minus 3, and that is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1 by 2. And now both the limits, left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, because both the values have 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. It means limit x tends to 1 fx exists. And now you have to find f1. See the function again, f1. At which part we have to substitute the value of x is 1? We have considered that point where the equality sign is there. 0 less than equal to x is less than equal to 1. For equal to 1, we have to choose this function x square by 2. And therefore, f1 is 1 square by 2, that means 1 by 2. It means limit of the function, limit x tends to 1, fx is equal to f1, that is equal to 1 by 2. It means fx is continuous at x is equal to 1. I hope you understand both the methods, where we have to take the simple limits and where we have to consider left hand limit and right hand limit.